first. IG live second. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's common sense. You already know what to do. Follow me on social media. Instagram at Uncle Dolemite. Twitter the same thing. Instagram at Too Much Game Podcast. Twitter at Too Much Game Pod. And let's start the show. Gunshots, bitch. Go ahead, get this shit fixed up. And then there was bass. Good evening, motherfuckers and motherfuckers. This is your host, Uncle Dolemite of the Too Much Game Podcast, live from the sanctuary once again. It's been 2 weeks, my nigga. My bad. Motherfucker didn't really have shit to talk about last week. And y'all niggas know how I feel about episodes where I ain't got shit to talk about. If I ain't got shit to say, I ain't gonna say shit. So a motherfucker had to take a week off, my nigga. You know, shout out to Shan from the She Gets It podcast. You know, we went live last night for a couple hours and shit. A nigga was gonna do this motherfucker last night, but nigga didn't end up happening. My nigga got tired after we did the show, my nigga. We did a dope ass episode too. You know, we was talking about dating intentionally and shit. So y'all go check that motherfucking episode out at She Gets It podcast, my nigga. And I'll probably release that shit on my platform at some point. You know, just so both of us could, you know, get the whoop-de-whoops off that motherfucker. But it was a dope ass episode, my nigga. Like I always tell y'all niggas done heard me shout Shan out a million times on this motherfucker. Shan a motherfucking beast, my nigga. It's like she the female version of me and shit. Like we both compliment each other perfectly and shit. It's like, you know, like I done told y'all nigga, sometimes I hear her episodes and I don't even want to do none cause nigga, she already said what I was gonna say on that fucking subject. So, you know, shout out to Shan, my nigga. But today's episode, it's gonna be about perception. You know, like just the way people view you, the way that you carry yourself. You know, a lot of times in today's society, nigga, perception is fucking reality. Like, you know, they say perception is like reality and all that shit, but nigga, nowadays it's more important how motherfuckers look at you than who you actually are a lot of times. You know, like in hip hop, you know, they got the term fake it till you make it. You know, it's like if you don't look like money, ain't nobody gonna want to give you none. You know, and that's like a big thing, my nigga. You know, and I tell people a lot, like I've done an episode, it was called Listener Discretion is Advised. I was talking about Lizzo. And a lot of what that episode was about was like, you know, everybody who knows me and has heard me speak, they know I'm not a big fucking fan of Lizzo. And it ain't got shit to do with her size, her weight, and none of that shit. You know, because people immediately go to, oh, you don't like Lizzo because she's big and she's confident. It ain't got shit to do with that, my nigga. Like, big women is my shit, my nigga. Like, I always say, you gotta be too something to do something. I don't have no problem with a woman that's not small, my nigga. Like, I don't even like little women, if anything, my nigga. But like, as far as Lizzo go, like I say, nigga, there's ways of doing anything. You know, when it comes to Lizzo got her ass out, and countless other R&B stars and pop stars got their ass out. But when Lizzo do it, she don't do it fly. You know, like there's a fly way to do anything, my nigga. Lizzo don't do shit the fly way. If Lizzo did that shit fly, I would give her props for being big and being fly. Like Monique, the comedian, back when she was big, nigga, she was doing big girl shit in the fly way. She made it cool to be a big girl. Like Lizzo was just fucking tacky, my nigga. You know, like I was talking about in that episode, because it wasn't long after the Laker game incident where Lizzo basically showed up to the Laker game with a t-shirt with her ass cut out the back of the fucking t-shirt, my nigga. And it wasn't the fact that she had her ass out, my nigga, because like I said, nigga, Beyonce done been on stage with her ass out. Rihanna done been on stage with her ass out. Nigga, there's ways of doing anything. But she just do shit the goofy way, my nigga. And like this whole episode is just basically talking about how you should carry yourself as a human being. I'm not gonna tell y'all niggas how to dress or how to do none of that shit or how you should walk or talk. But it's just the mindset that you should carry when you walking and talking. Which is, nigga, you gotta do everything like you doing it for TV, my nigga. Because a lot of times you never know who's fucking watching you, my nigga. Like, you never know what people are watching you for. You never know what people's intentions are when you got them eyes on you. Because like we live in an attention culture, my nigga. Like we live in a culture where if you post a video on Instagram or YouTube, nigga, you immediately watching the views. You want to see how many people saw you. A lot of times the way that a lot of us dress is based on who the fuck we gonna see that day. And like one of the things that used to piss me off a lot, about like a lot of the women who I knew in my life, like they wear pajamas to the mall. Or, like they throw a fucking bonnet on to go somewhere public. And Monique spoke on this shit. And she got hella flack for it. But it's like, if any motherfucker who listened to what she said really understood society and nigga, you just had any type of game in their life, they would understand what the fuck she was saying. When she was talking about how she was walking through the airport and the women had them bonnets on. And the thing is, you don't want to see a motherfucker in public with a bonnet on, my nigga. You wear bonnets in private. And I understand the point they was trying to make with like, oh, it's a protective style. I'm in the airport. I don't give a fuck. And it's cool, but it's like, nigga, you never know who's going to be looking at you. You never know how they're viewing you when they're looking at you. Like something I would always say, my nigga, like when I would get dressed, because a lot of people who know me, like who've known me since back in the day, nigga, I get dressed. I throw an outfit on to go check my fucking mail. Nigga, I throw an outfit on, jewelry, watch, and all that shit, nigga, to go to the fucking liquor store to buy some fucking lottery tickets. Because I always tell people, nigga, I never know who I'm going to run into. I never know who I'm going to see. So I always got to have my best first impression on when I'm walking around the world, my nigga. It's like you never know who the fuck you'll run into. So you always want to be on point, my nigga. It's just like simple to me. Like, just like when it comes to like jobs and shit like that. Like you always want to look like you know how to do the job. Because a lot of times, my nigga, people will trust your talent a lot more when you look like you actually have the talent. Like I was reading 50 Cent fucking book the other day, nigga, like yesterday or some shit at work. And the shit was powerful as a motherfucker. Like the nigga was talking about how Bill Gates and the other dude who started Microsoft had got in with this company, basically, telling them about how they can improve their computer system. The thing was, Bill Gates and his homeboy told them motherfuckers that they knew how to fix that computer system before they even knew how to fix it. But the perception that they had was, nigga, we graduated from these super dope ass colleges, nigga. We know how to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So even though they didn't know how to do it, it looked like they knew how to do it. So they got the fucking job. And like that's the fucking thing when it comes to anything, nigga. Carry yourself like you know how to do some shit. Carry yourself like you got some shit. Carry yourself like you've been there. Like a funny thing that I ain't even fucking write down that I was thinking about was like when I lost my fucking virginity. Like it kind of remind me of the J. Cole song and shit. I forgot. Y'all niggas know the song that he made about losing his virginity, but it was like the same type of deal, my nigga. Nigga, homegirl was convinced that I had already been fucking before, and I wasn't finna lie or I wasn't finna tell her the truth and make her think anything otherwise. Cause nigga, if she knew a nigga still had his V card, I might not have gotten none, my nigga. It was all perception, my nigga. Like you always gotta walk around like you worth $1 million. What they say, nigga, you dress like the job that you want. You always want to dress for the position that you trying to get. And that don't always go for job interviews and shit, my nigga. That's just life in general, my nigga. Like I always try to carry myself and be at my best, especially like right now as a newly single man. Like, nigga, being a motherfucking single human being, my nigga, like I don't want to be raggedy because I don't want to attract no raggedy bitch. I don't want nobody looking at me like, nigga, this motherfucker came to me with dirty pants and grimy shoes on, my nigga. This nigga pulled up on me with his hair not cut, mustache all over the motherfucking place, look like a nigga didn't brush his motherfucking teeth. Like, nah, my nigga, you can't go out there like that, my nigga, because me, I judge motherfuckers based on appearance all the motherfucking time. Like they say, don't judge a book by its cover. To me, that's some bullshit. You know, I understand that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. They say that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. But nigga, we all know in society, nigga, everybody judge a motherfucking book by its cover. You know, and that's something that us as human beings need to fucking realize about society as in general, my nigga. Everybody talking about what you should do, but it ain't about what you should do. It's about what it is, my nigga. We don't live in a should world. We live in an is world. You know, like that's the fucking thing. It ain't always about, well, people should treat you like this. People shouldn't care about what you're wearing. It's about who you are as a person. Nigga, you can say that shit all the fuck you want to, my nigga. But this is the reason that attractive people get farther in the world, because we look at the outside way more than we care about the inside, my nigga. It's about what we see first. Nigga, I could see you from a mile away, my nigga. I can't see your personality from a mile away. You know, so whether you attractive or ugly, nigga, the least you can be is up to par. You know, like at least, you know, your shirt be clean. At least the fucking collar of your shirt not dirty or hanging off your motherfucking ass. You know, the least you can do is groom yourself a little bit. Like, nigga, every time I do the motherfucking podcast, my nigga, it takes me like 30 to 45 minutes to get myself together, my nigga. Like, I literally go in the bathroom, look in the motherfucking mirror, make sure my fingernails is clean, nigga, make sure my mustache lined up to the best of my ability. Cause sometimes y'all know, nigga, my mustache be fucked up cause I do it myself. But like, I always try to make sure I'm fly, my nigga. Like, I always try to keep my fucking air conditioner at a certain point so I don't be in this motherfucker like sweating and shit. Cause I've done episodes where I had the heat up too high. Motherfucker be in this motherfucker, nigga, sweating, wiping myself and shit. Like, nigga, it is what it is. But it's like, nigga, it's all perception, my nigga. Like, a lot of, you know, what I do on this motherfucking show, like I be telling people, nigga, it's an image, it's a vibe. Like, it gotta have a certain look about it. Because if I came on this motherfucker bummy, I don't give a fuck how much real shit I was talking about. Wouldn't nobody want to hear that shit. You know, like, it's in the fucking Bible, my nigga. I forgot the fucking scripture, but basically the context of the scripture is the knowledge of the poor wise man is always despised. I gotta find the fucking scripture, but basically what it's talking about is, nigga, I don't give a fuck how much shit you know. If you don't look like shit, ain't nobody gonna want to listen to you. Nigga, you can't tell me about money if you look broke. Even if you rich. Don't nobody want to listen to a motherfucker that look broke. Like I've talked about on this fucking show a lot, dog. Like, I've made this point many times on this very fucking show, my nigga. When it comes to mentors, when it comes to like the dudes who want to go back and help the fucking community, you know, a lot of times, nigga, young kids don't want to hear no dude that don't look cool. You know, a lot of the reason that rappers are the biggest influences in the black community is because they look cool. It ain't about what they actually got. It's about what they look like they got. You know, because like us as grown ass motherfuckers, like us as people who understand what's going on in the world, a lot of us know a lot of these rappers broke. A lot of these rappers is in fucked up 360 slave deals. Like, a lot of these rappers live in a fucking condo. Nigga, I know a nigga with platinum plaques in his mama bedroom, my nigga. Like, there's niggas who rap who look like they got it, nigga. They got big jewelry, big designer everything, nigga, red bottoms and Balenciagas and the whole 9 yards, and they broke as a motherfucker. But the reason that we look up to them is because they look like they got it. They look cool. You know, a lot of times it ain't always about what you got. It's about what you look like you got. You know, because people pay attention to that shit, my nigga. You know, like, kids, all they see is what they want. So you can be like, yeah, you know, I got all this money in the stock market. I got 3 bank accounts. I got homes in 5 different countries, and I travel all year round, and I don't have to work, and I live the perfect life. And then when you try to talk to kids, they like, nigga, you got Birkenstocks on, nigga. You got sandals on, nigga. I don't want to listen to an old nigga with no fucking Crocs on. The fuck? Why the fuck do I want to listen to you and you got fucked up shoes on? Nigga, why do I want to listen to you and I don't even like the shirt you wearing, my nigga? Like, people like to listen to the people who they want to look like. Like, people want to take advice from the people who look like they are where they want to be. So even though you actually there, ain't nobody gonna listen if you don't look like you there. You know, like, nigga, that's the fucking value of perception, my nigga. It's just like when you going into negotiations and shit, my nigga. Like, if you going into a negotiation, you know, I forgot the fucking episode. I think it was the leverage episode. Now that I think about it, it was. But nigga, when you going into a situation where you have to negotiate anything, and you know, like I said in the leverage episode, anybody listening to this shit, my nigga, whether you a long time listener, a first time listener, you know, or you just been listening for a little while, go back and listen to episode 3, leverage. Episode 3 is, in my opinion, that's my best episode. But basically what I was talking about was, you know, just the importance of leverage in general. And a lot of your leverage is perception, how you're viewed, how motherfuckers look at you. And that's all based on how you fucking carry yourself. You know, and it's not always about, you know, like, a lot of people, when they think negotiations, they think of some boardroom corporate CEO shit, like you on some like Donald Trump type shit, like you on some businessman Wolf of Wall Street shit. Nigga, everything in life is a fucking negotiation, my nigga, when you really think about it, when you really break that shit down. Nigga, when you dating, it's all negotiation based on leverage. You know, when you going in friendships, it's all negotiations based on leverage. When you are going into work situations, my nigga, as an employee looking for an employer, it's all negotiation based on leverage. Like, shout out to Rosie from the Rosie Perspective podcast. She had posted a meme that was talking about like, basically this lady had tweeted that she had hired somebody and the budget for the employee was like $150,000 a year or some shit, but she ended up only paying the lady like $85,000. You know, and Rosie was like, that's raggedy as fuck. And then, like, you know, like the second slide was somebody saying that they hired somebody and they asked for a real low number, but they paid them over what they asked for because that's what the budget was. And she was like, that's the right way to go about it. But like I told her, in life, you don't always get what you deserve. You only get what you have the leverage to negotiate. Like, just because you deserve something don't mean that you're gonna get it. Just because you have something, or just because you are a certain way, or you are bringing a certain thing to the table, if it don't look that way, a lot of motherfuckers ain't gonna give a fuck. Like, it ain't always about, oh, but I'm a good person. Yeah, but your shoes was dirty. Like, you didn't have the respect for the moment to bring your fucking A game in every way. So a lot of times motherfuckers is gonna write you off before you even get to the point of being able to negotiate, being able to state your case. You know, like, I remember, like, when I was younger, I was getting ready to go on a date and my mom was like, nigga, you can't wear them shoes, my nigga. Like, the thing was, that was my favorite pair of shoes, but they was dirty. She was like, nigga, you can't have a fly ass outfit and dirty shoes. Even though they're a good pair of shoes, if they dirty, the girl is gonna notice that shit off rip. Once she see you, she gonna notice them dirty ass shoes and she's not gonna take you serious. You know, and that's the fucking thing. Like, you always gotta bring your fucking A game, because it's some small shit that'll automatically fucking disqualify you in a lot of situations. It's just like going on a fucking job interview. I don't give a fuck if you the most qualified candidate of them all. Nigga, if you come into the fucking job interview dressed bummy, you got a fucking hoodie on, ain't nobody gonna give a fuck about what you got to say. Don't nobody give a fuck about your qualifications when you come in that motherfucker acting like you ain't got no respect for the fucking moment. You know, like, I've done an episode about this shit, but it escapes me, my nigga. This is a 121 episode, my nigga. Like, I'm gonna have to run it back and find which one it was. Go back and listen to all these shits on some real shit, cause it's game in all of them, my nigga. But like the thing is, when it comes to how you carry yourself, my nigga, like you could be on point in anything. And when you not on point, it shows that you have no respect for the fucking moment, my nigga. You know, it's like going to somebody's funeral with a fucking sweatsuit on or some shit. It's like, why would you do that shit? And this is how I feel about just in general. Like, nigga, I don't go nowhere looking fucking bummy, my nigga. Like, that's just not how I get down. Like, I don't give a fuck if I'm just chilling around my house, my nigga. I'm at least throw something decent on, nigga. Like, even when I'm at the house chilling, nigga, I got a clean t-shirt and some crispy fucking sweatpants on, nigga, while I'm chilling. Just in case I gotta step out the motherfucking front door real quick to let the Amazon package come in, or, you know, any fucking thing, my nigga. You know, and it's like you never get a second chance to make a fucking first impression. I forgot what commercial that was for whatever meaningless fucking item that they was selling at the time. But I always keep that shit in mind, my nigga, because it's fucking true. Like, it's a lot of times that I've met motherfuckers and, you know, they was like, oh yeah, nigga, I remember you from back in the day. I didn't want to fuck with you because you was bummy. Like, nigga, so I could have been fucking with this bitch 3 years ago. But when she saw me, I had a dirty t-shirt on. Cause, nigga, I haven't always been like, and I'm not saying this shit about myself like that, but like, I haven't always been fly, my nigga. You know, like back in the day, a nigga used to be bummy. Like, I didn't give a fuck what I wore, my nigga. Like, I would wear the same fucking Reeboks, khakis, and a motherfucking t-shirt every fucking day. Sometimes I'd make sure my t-shirt was crispy, but my outfit would be some bullshit, and I didn't give a fuck. You know, it was always like, I don't give a fuck who see me. I don't give a fuck how people view me. Like, everybody says that out their mouth. I don't give a fuck what nobody think about me. I bet you give a fuck what your supervisor think. I bet you give a fuck what your kids think. I bet you it's people who you give a fuck what they think, my nigga. That's an absolute falsehood when people say they don't give a fuck what nobody think. You know, like when women be walking around with pajamas on talking about, I ain't got nobody to impress. I ain't trying to impress nobody. And then you gonna complain about being single. You know, cause they like, I'm just going to the laundromat, or I'm just in the airport, or I'm just going to the supermarket. Motherfuckers done met they motherfucking soulmate at all those places. Motherfuckers done met they soulmate at the airport. Motherfuckers done met they soulmate at the laundromat, at the liquor store. Nigga, you never know when you'll run into somebody who could turn into something important for you. You know, so you always just want to be on point. Like I said, you ain't got to have your fucking Sunday best on. I'm not telling you to wear a motherfucking, you know, a 5-piece suit to the liquor store. I'm not telling a woman to throw your high heels on and your little black dress just to run, you know, to the fucking store or the laundromat and no shit like that. But you can be on point no matter how you do it. There's a way to dress down and still be dressed decent. Some leggings and a nice shirt, my nigga. That's not that fucking hard to put on, my nigga. Brushing your shit into a nice little ponytail real quick, that's not that fucking hard to do. Like, you can be dressed down and still be fly. Like men, nigga. A nice pair of sweatpants, nice pair of crispy little Vans or some Chuck Taylors. You know, I'm from the West Coast. So, you know, with us, nigga, we'll throw on some Nike Cortez, some Chucks or some shit. Like, nigga, them Nike slides is burnt the fuck out, especially if you got dirty socks on. Cause I'm not even gonna tell you not to wear Nike slides in public, but the least you can do is throw some clean socks on with the bitch. You know, like, at least if you gonna go out with some sweatpants, at least your sweatpants could be clean. At least be a nice pair of sweatpants. Nigga, t-shirts is cheap as fuck, my nigga. You can go to fucking Walmart, get a pack of 10 of them motherfuckers for a dub, my nigga. Just throw a clean fucking shirt on when you step out the fucking house. It ain't that difficult to look clean, even when you dress down, cause you never know who you gonna run into, my nigga. You know, you could run into a person that could be a business opportunity. You could run into a person who could be a love interest. You could run into a motherfucker who didn't like you in high school. You can just stun on their ass like, yeah, bitch, even when I'm off, I'm on, my nigga. You know, like, nigga, your appearance can affect any type of opportunity that you got going on in your fucking life, my nigga. So you always want to be on point, nigga. You never know who's watching, dog. You know, especially because, you know, like I've talked about this shit because it's happened to me. Like I've heard this shit from people, my nigga. Like you never know who's watching you and looking up to you, my nigga. You know, like some people are fucking inspired by you. So you always just want to be at your best in everything that you do. Just for the people who watch you for inspiration, my nigga. Like a big reason I try my best to be consistent with doing this motherfucking show is because the people who are actually fans of this shit. You know, for the people who literally like look forward to me recording these motherfuckers. You know, who like hit me up when I don't record. Like, hey, my nigga, what happened to the fucking show? And I swear, it be people who I never even knew what a fucking podcast is, my nigga. You know, like one of my fucking club brothers in my motorcycle club. I ain't know the nigga was listening to this shit. You know, I got homies from my set, my nigga, like whole ass gangbangers, nigga. I ain't know them niggas was listening to this shit. I ain't know them niggas knew what a fucking podcast was. You know, a lot of them don't know what a podcast is, nigga. They think it's a TV show. Like, yeah, cuz I be seeing your show. Nigga, I be seeing you with the TV behind you with the microphone. You be saying some real shit on your TV show. And I'm like, it's not a TV show, my nigga. It's not on a channel. But I'm glad you listening to the shit. I'm glad that what the fuck I'm saying is resonating with you. You know, part of the reason, like I told y'all, the reason I didn't do a show last week was because, like I said with perception, dog, and this is some shit that I say all the fucking time. I never know when it's gonna be somebody's first time listening to my show. So I don't want to just phone in a bullshit episode because that might be a nigga first time listening. And if that's their first time listening, even if they homie was like, hey, you gotta listen to this motherfucking show, the Too Much Game podcast. It's dope as a motherfucker. And then you tune in and I'm talking some bullshit because I didn't have nothing to talk about, but I just threw an episode out there just for the hell of it. You not gonna want to listen to that shit again, nigga. Ain't nobody gonna be like, oh no, see, you gotta listen to episode 105, my nigga. That was a bad one. It's just like when a nigga tell you about a TV show and they blowing it up like, oh nigga, you gotta see this motherfucking Snowfall. This shit dope as a motherfucker. And then you go and it's one of them tune-up episodes, or it's one of them episodes that's supposed to lead into a better episode. It's like you don't even want to watch that shit, my nigga. You know, so it's like you always just want to be at your best in everything you do. You always want to put forth your best performance every single time because you never know when it's going to be a motherfucker first time checking your shit out. Like I said, you only get one chance to make a first impression, and your first impression is always one of the most important impressions because sometimes a bad first impression will be your only impression. You know, like that's the fucking thing, my nigga. Sometimes when you meet a motherfucker and you off point, they don't want to hear shit you gotta say. Nigga, they don't want to see what the fuck you got going on. They don't give a fuck. Cause, man, you talking about the bitch who feet was stinking when I met her? You said she's this and she's that. You sure? Nigga, cause when I seen her, nigga, you know, she had 3 broken fingernails and shit. Motherfucker had 1 eyelash on and some more shit. You telling me she's all of that? She didn't look like all that. I'm cool. Oh no, nigga, you gotta see her when she got her makeup on. Nah, I'm good. Cause if she carry herself like that ain't even nobody I want to be seen next to. So nigga, you know, whatever, I'll take your word for it. You know, and that's the fucking thing. And like I said, nigga, like sometimes you don't know who watching you as a fucking hater. And me, nigga, sometimes, nigga, like I tell people, I don't know if I have haters. I ain't even gonna front. Like, if I got haters, I don't know who the fuck they are. If I got haters, I can't tell. Like, nobody ain't never saying shit to my face, so it is what it is. But I'm sure there's probably somebody out there that don't like me. But, you know, I always try to make sure I'm on point, so they ain't got shit to say. Nigga, you can't clown me, my nigga, whether you like me or not. It ain't gonna be shit you can say about me that's gonna be true, because I'm always on point. I always make sure that I'm on point. So even when the motherfucker that don't like me see me, nigga, all they can say is, I just don't like that motherfucker. I can't put my finger on it, but I don't like that nigga. I ain't got no smut on my name, nigga. I ain't got no motherfucking lies I'm telling nobody, nigga. I ain't got nothing to hide. I ain't got no motherfucking secrets. I ain't got no skeletons buried and no shit like that. So it's like, nigga, you can't expose me because nigga, it ain't shit to expose, my nigga. I do what I do like I do it for TV. So even though I've done shit that I'm not proud of, I ain't did shit that I'm ashamed of. You know, and like that's like a whole nother thing. And it ain't all about perception, but just about being a hundo. Just being a real motherfucker. Like the funny thing is the episode that I did before that, episode 2 is called Integrity. You know, and I'm big on fucking integrity, my nigga. Like doing what you supposed to do even in the motherfucking dark, my nigga. Whether or not motherfuckers is watching you, nigga, just doing the right thing, because you never, like I said, you never know when somebody watching you. You never know when the shit that you do will be found and exposed. So don't never do nothing that you feel like you're gonna have to bury later on. Nigga, don't never do nothing that you feel like if niggas knew I was doing this, they'd look at me differently. Nigga, there's nothing that I've done that a motherfucker could tell y'all that I'll be fucking ashamed of, my nigga. You know, I don't fucking carry myself like that. Like I'm not like a real nigga on the internet and a bitch nigga in real life. You know, I'm not like this super dad on the internet and this deadbeat in real life. I'm not like a big baller rich nigga on the internet and a broke ass nigga in real life. Like I'm the same nigga on and off the mic. I'm the same nigga in and out of work. I'm the same nigga in front of a bitch face as the motherfucker that is sitting in the house by myself, my nigga. Like it ain't nothing that I do that I can't tell niggas I do. There's some shit I keep private. You know, there's some shit that ain't nobody motherfucking business. But at the same time, it ain't none of that shit that I'm gonna be ashamed of if it came out about me, my nigga. So, you know, carry yourself with motherfucking integrity, my nigga. So you ain't gotta lie. Because that's a big part of how you're perceived, my nigga. Everybody who know me know I'm a real motherfucker. You know, and that's the fucking thing. A lot of times your fucking reputation precedes itself. You know, a lot of times word of mouth will beat you to the person that you run into. You know, a lot of times you go into a job, a lot of us have got our job through another person's word. A lot of where we work at is my homie got me in. Your homie spoke you up and that's how you got your job. A lot of times somebody spoke you up and that's how you got your girl. Somebody spoke you up and that's how you got into the opportunity that you got into. You know, so carry yourself with motherfucking integrity, because you don't know who's watching. You don't know who's listening. And you don't know who's talking about your motherfucking ass, good or bad. So make sure that you always on point. So even when the motherfucking haters speak about you, the only thing they can say is, I don't like that motherfucker, but he doing his thing. You know, and carry yourself with fucking class. You know, I think it was an episode, now that I think about it, I think the episode was called Keep It Classy, if I'm not mistaken. You know, and that episode was all about, you know, like I said, just having respect for the moment, my nigga. Having respect for your motherfucking self. You know, because I tell people a lot, like when I see people who don't keep they self on point, women who don't keep their hair and nails done, you know, women who don't give a fuck how they dress or how they're viewed and none of that shit. Like, I don't look at it as how they say, like, oh, I ain't got nobody to impress. I don't give a fuck. I ain't got nobody to impress. I look at them as how they view they fucking self. Like, it ain't about them niggas outside. Nigga, how do you view you? How important are you to you that you don't give a fuck how you look? Like, nigga, I get mad when I look in the mirror and my hair not cut right, or my mustache not trimmed right, or I ain't got the right shit on. Like, nigga, I don't give a fuck what a nigga say about how I look. If I don't look good to me, I can't even take the fucking compliment right, my nigga. You know, like, I view myself highly. So I have to dress a certain way. I have to present myself a certain way. You know, like another person who I'm not a big fucking fan of is fucking Tiffany Haddish. You know, and it's because, like, you've been a millionaire for a very long time. You've been exposed to a lot of things, a lot of people, a lot of fucking information. why do you fucking carry yourself like you ain't never been nowhere? And the thing is, I understand the personality. I understand that, you know, your persona and all this type of shit. Like, I'm not telling you niggas to start speaking like white people and pronouncing your E's and your R's and saying all of your letters and enunciating and things of that nature. I'm not telling you guys to talk like that. But I'm just saying, my nigga, like, as a real nigga, there's ways to communicate, nigga. There's ways to speak to where motherfuckers won't think you a fucking dumbass. Like, nigga, I don't speak like no motherfucking white person, nigga. I don't fucking speak proper English. But everybody who know what the fuck I'm saying, nigga, when I'm saying it. Like, I tell motherfuckers, as far as like just my broken fucking English, my nigga, and just Ebonics in general, my nigga. Like, you can say what you want about Ebonics, my nigga, but when we say what we say, you understand what we say when we say that shit. You know, like, even though I might not be enunciating my words and things like that, like, everything I say is understood. Nigga, I don't talk like I'm no stupid motherfucker. I don't talk like I'm no ignorant ass nigga. You know, I might not, you know, pronounce E's and R's and shit, but nigga, you know what the fuck I said. You know I said some real shit. You know, like, I got motherfuckers who graduated college who listen to this shit. Nigga, I got lawyers who listen to this shit. You know, financial advisors and shit like that who listen to this motherfucking shit. Them niggas don't talk like me, but they understand what the fuck I'm saying. Them niggas know what the fuck I'm talking about because I speak a certain way. You know, it ain't about how you enunciate or how you pronounce words. It's about what the fuck you say. You know, like with Tiffany Haddish, my nigga, sometimes she just say dumb shit. And it's like, I know you smarter than that. And I think that's what gets me about that shit. Like, I hate a smart motherfucker that try to sound like a stupid motherfucker. Because like I said about how people view you, my nigga. You know, like they laughing at you. They not laughing with you. They not laughing at your comedy. They laughing at you because they think you a fucking idiot. You know, and that's the thing. You know, like, as far as what I'm saying about perception a lot of times, my nigga, just because you think everybody laughing with you don't mean they laughing with you, my nigga. Sometimes they laughing at you. Them niggas ain't laughing at your humor, my nigga. They laughing at you because you look fucking stupid. You know, and that's why I don't believe in that shit, my nigga. I am, you know, like, the word cooning. You know, we us in the black community a lot of times we use the term cooning to basically describe niggas who got a higher view of white people than they have of black people and they self. But the real definition of cooning is perpetuating the negative stereotypes of black people. And I feel like a lot of niggas do that shit because they feel like it's a bag involved, because they feel like it's gonna make white people feel comfortable. It's gonna make white people laugh. Like, nigga, I'm not no motherfucking zoo animal, my nigga. Like, I don't like that shit, nigga. I don't play that motherfucking game when white people be calling me bro, and I don't play that, oh, he the cool white boy so he can say nigga around me. I don't do none of that motherfucking shit. Like, nigga, we don't do that shit here, my nigga. You know, like, I don't play the fucking coon game, nigga. Like, I'm not trying to make nobody feel motherfucking comfortable. I'm not finna hide my motherfucking intellect to make nobody feel better about theyself. You know, like, I be telling women that shit, like, nigga, any nigga who you gotta play dumb for, you need to get the fuck away from. You know, cause I know women who be like fucking with niggas and they be trying to, you know, play the he giggle game like they dumber than they are. Like, let that nigga know you ain't no dumbass bitch. It ain't fucking cute to be no stupid ass woman. Like, nigga, let that motherfucker know, nigga, you intelligent. You got a degree, you got your motherfucking shit together, nigga. Intellectually, I can match any motherfucking body. And I'ma let you know whether you like that shit or not, nigga. If you can't fuck with me for who I am, get the fuck away from me. Like, nigga, I don't hide my motherfucking intelligence for no fucking body. Fuck you. You know, and that's the fucking thing. Like, you know, this episode is about motherfucking perception, but the thing is, nigga, like, the image that you put forth should be the image of who you actually are. I'm not telling you to be nothing different than who you are. I'm just telling you to be on point with who you are. Nigga, however you carry yourself, whatever the fuck you into, whatever you do that shit. Whoever you are, be that shit, my nigga. Because, like, this one thing that I fucking hate in the fucking black community, dog. This is a conversation that we really honestly need to have in the fucking black community, my nigga. And it sound funny, but it's some real shit, nigga. Nerd shaming. Like, we need to stop shaming nerds in the black community, my nigga. It ain't nothing wrong with being a fucking nerd, my nigga. Like, a lot of us in the black community, nigga, we tough on nerds, my nigga. We hard on dorks. And it's nothing wrong with being a nerd, my nigga. It ain't nothing wrong with liking anime. It ain't nothing wrong with playing fucking Pokemon Go. It ain't nothing wrong with that shit, my nigga. Some motherfuckers are just socially awkward, my nigga. And that's life. You know, like, you see a lot of women talking about Childish Gambino fucking with a white woman, or Virgil Abloh fucking with white women and shit. And it's like, my nigga, black women don't fuck with dorks. Like, nigga, y'all be talking about these niggas for fucking with white women, and you know damn well you wouldn't get that nigga the fucking time of day. So how the fuck you gonna be mad at him for fucking with white people when you wouldn't fuck with that nigga? You wasn't gonna get that nigga no pussy. Who was he gonna get pussy from? What, you thought that nigga was gonna wait till he got famous to get a bitch? Hell no, nigga. I'ma get who likes me, my nigga. Like, whenever you see black dorks, they always fucking with other fucking races because that's who embraces them. Like me, nigga, everybody who know me know, like, if you went to fucking high school with me, my nigga, I was the one nigga that kicked it with the nerdy black kids, my nigga. Because they always had the best conversation, my nigga. You know, they was into the same type of shit I'm into. Cause I done said that shit a million times on this fucking show, my nigga. I consider myself to be a nerd. I might dress cool. I might talk cool. I might be from a gang and all that shit that niggas think is cool. But at heart, I'm a nerd, my nigga. Like, I watch anime, nigga. I play fucking video games, my nigga. Like, I'm a statistic dork when it comes to sports and shit, my nigga. Like, I be knowing where all the players went to college. I be watching the draft and all that type of shit, my nigga. Like, I'm into a bunch of shit that niggas would consider to be nerdy, my nigga. But I carry myself like this, so don't nobody be like, oh, that nigga Dolemite a fucking geek. You'd never say that about me. Nobody would ever say that about me. But if you look at the niggas who I kicked it with in high school, nigga, I kicked it with nerds in high school. Whether or not the niggas who I kicked it with in high school will admit that they nerds, what's going on, my nigga Michelle? I kicked it with that nigga in high school. Like, niggas who I kicked it with in high school, nigga, I didn't kick it with the popular motherfuckers. I kicked it with the fucking nerds. And in the black community, nigga, we shouldn't be shaming the nerds, my nigga. Everybody can't look like the Migos, or everybody can't look like whatever new rapper on motherfucking TV. And it's crazy because, nigga, nowadays when I look at the rappers, all them niggas look like geeks to me. Nigga, Lil Uzi Vert look like a fucking weirdo to me, nigga. Like, all the new little rappers that my son is listening to, they all look like fucking geeks to me. But in the black community, my nigga, we gotta stop shaming the geeks, nigga. These are gonna be the leaders in the future. You know, like, even like the nerdy kid that get bullied, nigga, we gotta stop bullying our nerds, my nigga. Like, they're gonna be the motherfuckers that's gonna help push the whole fucking community forward, my nigga. Like, these are gonna people that are gonna help us, my nigga. These gonna be our doctors, lawyers, and shit like that, nigga. A lot of the reason that we see a lot of successful motherfuckers become coons is because they got shitted on by their own community their whole life. Them as nerds have been getting shitted on their whole fucking life. So it's like, fuck these niggas. Y'all niggas ain't never had nothing good to say about me. Fuck y'all. Like, you look at what's that nigga name? Ben Carson, who was running with Donald Trump, my nigga. The reason Ben Carson was such a fucking coon is because I'm sure throughout his whole fucking lifespan, niggas been talking greasy about him. So he like, man, fuck y'all niggas, man. Y'all niggas ain't shit. You know, I got a cousin like that. My nigga, my cousin, he's not the most cool guy in the world. All he kick it with is other races, because other races love our dorks. Like, nigga, other races embrace they nerds, my nigga. Us, we shun our nerd. We treat them niggas like they the weirdest niggas in the world. Like, nigga, oh, nigga, that's weird ass such and such over there. Like, them, like, literally, my nigga, it's niggas related. The nerds of the black community, nigga, they be isolated at the family reunion. Like, these your cousins, brothers, sisters. They not even fucking with you because you a fucking weirdo, because you a nerd, because you know you a fucking lame or whatever. But it's like, my nigga, people can't help what they like. People can't help what they into. People can't help that shit, my nigga. If you into anime, be into that shit, my nigga. Don't never be ashamed of what the fuck you into. Don't be ashamed of your fucking preference. And like this another thing, my nigga, like when it come to fucking people's sexuality, my nigga. Like the episode that I did right before I took my break. Right before I did the debate with Smash. I did a show with two of my close homeboys, Eric Devontae and Mr. Shots. Eric Devontae from the Get Right podcast, the Get Right radio show. That's what they call it, but it's a podcast. But them is my two gay homeboys. And like another thing that gets shamed is motherfucker sexuality, my nigga. It's like motherfuckers can't be gay, my nigga. And like this is something like jokingly that I've had conversations with my family members, my nigga. Like, nigga, if you gay, be fucking gay, my nigga. You ain't gotta be fucking down low, my nigga. Like, it's 2022, nigga. If you gay, just fucking be gay. Nigga, you ain't gotta fucking, hide your sexuality. Like, nigga, I don't like down low motherfuckers. Like, why are you afraid to be who you are, my nigga? Even if you a fucking hard ass thug gang member, my nigga. If you gay, be fucking gay. Be a fucking hard gang banger. I ain't gonna say fruitcake. Just a hard gang banger gay person, my nigga. Like, nigga, whoever you are, just be that shit, my nigga. You ain't gotta fucking hide who you are, dog. Like, what the fuck difference do it make what I do in my fucking private time? Like, this the same with being a fucking nerd, my nigga. Like, nigga, I don't give a fuck what you do in your fucking private time, my nigga. Do your shit, my nigga. It's about who I am when I'm in front of you. It ain't about what the fuck I do behind your back. Like, that's the reason I got the utmost respect for my nigga Eric Devontae and the homie Mr. Shots, my nigga. Because if you gay, just be fucking gay, my nigga. Like, I'm almost envious of openly gay dudes. Because I feel like them niggas could really be exactly who they are. And nobody gonna judge them niggas for it. Like us as straight niggas, niggas got the term pause. No homo and all that other shit, my nigga. I don't pause a motherfucking thing, my nigga. On some real shit, I don't never say fucking pause. Especially cause, Jada Kiss had a line, I forgot the song. But that shit resonated with him. He said a real nigga should never have to say no homo. And I live by that. I don't give a fuck what the fuck I say, my nigga. No, ain't no pause, nigga. And what? Say something. Like, nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga, because I know what the fuck I do in real life, nigga. I'm not gay, so nothing that I should say should be taken as some gay shit. I'm cool with gay motherfuckers. It's documented, my nigga. I got a whole fucking episode with two of my close homeboys who are gay, my nigga. But I'm not gay. But I'm not afraid of my fucking sexuality, my nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck who I kick it with, nigga. It's about who the fuck I am in real life. Fuck who you see me standing next to. Even though you ain't finna see me standing next to no motherfucking snitches. You ain't finna see me standing next to no motherfucking thieves. You ain't gonna see me standing next to no motherfuckers with smut on their name, nigga. I'm not finna be hanging out with no child molesters or no bullshit like that. Cause the gay homies that I got, they stand up real ass niggas. They just happen to be fucking gay. That ain't saying nothing about their motherfucking character, nigga. Your sexuality and your character are two completely different things, my nigga. I fuck with motherfuckers based on their fucking character. What they do in private ain't got shit to do with me, long as they ain't hurting no motherfucking kids, raping no motherfucking women, or doing nothing that has a fucking victim involved. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I fuck with real niggas. No matter what the fuck your fucking preference is, my nigga. And that's the fucking thing, my nigga. I carry myself a certain way, my nigga. I know who I am. I know what I'm into. I know what I'm down with. And that's all the fuck that's important to me, my nigga. But like I'm telling y'all, my nigga, just focus on your motherfucking character, my nigga. Focus on how the fuck you carry yourself. Focus on what you present as far as the way that you carry yourself. Cause like I said, my nigga, you never know who fucking watching, my nigga. And you represent your fucking tribe. You represent your last name. You represent your motherfucking family. So another reason that I try to carry myself a certain way is because, my nigga, I don't want nobody to meet me, say nothing to me, or we have a fucking interaction. And I tell niggas this shit. Black people, I don't give a fuck how you slice it, my nigga. You are the black community to white people when they meet you. When you screaming in the motherfucking movie theater, I don't give a fuck if you the only nigga in the movie theater screaming at the screen. They pointing to you saying, Black people. Look at those black people. Whenever you doing some bullshit, I don't give a fuck what it is, my nigga. They gonna say black people. They not gonna say that one nigga. They gonna say, look at how black people act. Look at how black people be screaming in the mall. Look at how black people dress. Look at how black people do this, my nigga. And that's anything, my nigga. Like, nigga, I remember fucking with a female nigga. She didn't want to fuck with me because I was from Compton. Oh, I don't fuck with Compton niggas because Compton niggas do this. Like, bitch, Compton a big fucking city, my nigga. Ain't no city producing only one type of nigga. But that's what it is, my nigga. Like, how you carry yourself, nigga. You carrying everything that you associated with on your motherfucking back. Nigga, you get treated according to how the fuck you present yourself, nigga. Everybody behind you get treated according to how you fucking present yourself. Like, the funny thing with that, nigga, I used to tell niggas all the time, my nigga, don't be giving women unnecessary fucking compliments, because you make it harder for the rest of us niggas. Nigga, when you got a bitch running around this motherfucker feeling like her head is this motherfucking big, that make it harder for every other nigga in the club. Because now she feel like that's what she deserve, because this one nigga did it, so all the rest of these niggas should do it too, nigga. That nigga said I was finer than Beyonce, so according to that nigga and now all y'all niggas, I'm finer than Beyonce. You know, so like when you present yourself, nigga, you gotta present yourself like you a representative of everything. Nigga, I carry myself like I'm carrying the whole black race on my back. I carry myself like I'm carrying my whole fucking family on my back. I carry myself like I'm carrying the whole fucking black community on my back. Nigga, like I'm carrying the whole nigga, everything that I represent, nigga, I'm wearing that shit on my back. So I gotta fucking present myself a certain way, because nigga, this is how you gonna view everything I'm associated with, my nigga. So I always make sure to present myself a certain way, so won't nobody have nothing negative to say about nothing I'm associated with, my nigga. And like I said, people treat you according to how you present yourself. This is big for women. You know, like a lot of times niggas view you based on your social media. Whether you that person or not, my nigga. If a nigga's watching your social media and all you posting is twerk videos, ass, titties, body pictures, and, you know, bikinis and shit like that, a nigga's immediately gonna look at you like a sex object. You could be the most intelligent motherfucker with all the degrees and 16 letters behind your name, 29 years in school, all the education, and you can be the most brilliant woman in the world. If all the nigga see is ass on your page, all he gonna see is ass when he see you. He ain't gonna be thinking about your motherfucking brain, because that ain't what the fuck you presented to him. That's not what you led with. You know, like, you know a fucking fisherman by they bait, my nigga. Like, you know what the fuck a person got going on by what the fuck they fishing with. And it ain't always that you know, but like I said, nigga, perception becomes reality in 2022, my nigga. Nigga, the last, 15 years of society since social media has been so prevalent, you know, even jobs nowadays want to know your fucking social media so they can see the type of person that you are, see the type of shit you be posting, see how your mind work. You know, and this is why a lot of times, like, you really got to be mindful of the shit that you put on social media. You got to be mindful of the shit you post. You know, like when you in a bad mood, you know, you got to be mindful of the shit you post when you had a fucked up day at work. You know how many motherfuckers done got fired from their job because of a damn social media post? Nigga, you done got off work and got on Twitter real quick like, fuck this bitch ass job, I'll slap my boss in his motherfucking face. That nigga's a bitch. Not even knowing that nigga following you. Or some fucking hater from work is following you. Like I said, nigga, everybody following you ain't your fucking friend. Everybody at your job ain't your fucking friend. You know, and I said that shit in a million fucking episodes. Nigga, everybody who you associate with ain't friendly. You know, a lot of motherfuckers be, oh, this my friend from work. Oh, this my friend from school. Nigga, them ain't your motherfucking friends. Nigga, them your colleagues, my nigga. Them is not your fucking friends, dog. A lot of them same motherfuckers will be all nice at work, polite at work and all that shit. Hey, how you doing, Jamal? Hey, man, great day. Hey, man, you see that 49er game? Yeah, the game was great. Nigga, that's the same motherfucker in the boss's office snitching about some shit you fucking tweeted on on the fucking internet, my nigga. That nigga is smiling in your face and stabbing you right behind your motherfucking back. I don't fall for that shit, dog. I don't give a fuck about motherfuckers being polite to me. Because I know how it go, my nigga. It's a lot of posturing, my nigga. It's a lot of fucking politics. It's a lot of politics at work. And just in anything in general, my nigga. Like I said, nigga, that's the reason I always try to carry myself with integrity. Nigga, that's the reason I always do everything I do like somebody watching. Because you just never fucking know, my nigga. A lot of motherfuckers committed crimes thinking there wasn't no witnesses. And the motherfucker jumped on the stand because you didn't see they motherfucking ass. It's a lot of shit that you think you might be doing. You be thinking you be low. Like, nigga, it's a million motherfuckers who I done seen, like at work and they be, hey man, I heard your podcast. And I'm like, what the fuck you mean you heard my podcast? I don't advertise this motherfucking shit at work. Y'all niggas know motherfucking well, nigga. I don't never say what the fuck my job is on this bitch. And shout out to Shan up in this motherfucker. Shan from She Gets It Podcast, who I recorded with yesterday, my nigga. Shan in the motherfucking building. What's going on? Shan creates things. But yeah, my nigga, like, nigga, you just never fucking know, nigga. I record this motherfucking show, nigga. I don't tell nobody at work that I got a goddamn podcast. Somehow niggas from my job be listening to this motherfucker. And like I said, nigga, you gotta do shit like you doing it for TV. So the thing about it is, nigga, I've never made myself sound like nothing other than what the fuck I am in real life. So when I'm on this motherfucking show, I don't say nothing on this motherfucking show that I'm not in real life. When I go up in that motherfucking office at my job, nigga, I'll be talking just like this. I might not be cussing like this in front of certain fucking people, but nigga, the top boss at my motherfucking job know I cuss, know I talk like this, nigga, know I carry myself like this. Ain't nobody from my job gonna hear my show and be like, oh my God, Anthony, I didn't know you spoke like that. Only motherfucker be saying shit like that is my mother-in-law. Because my family over there, them motherfuckers know, they Christians and I got respect for their religion. Just like my stepmother. Episode, I forgot the name, but nigga, the episode that I did to start 2021, the New Year's episode from 2021, I did the whole episode without cussing because of a conversation that I had with my stepmother. Because I don't cuss in front of my stepmother. So that's the thing. Like, I have respect for certain people's religion, so I won't cuss in front of them because I know that makes them feel uncomfortable. Again, this goes to how I carry myself. I carry myself with respect. Nigga, I show people respect because I expect respect back. Like some people be like, nah, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I talk however in front of whoever. No, not me, my nigga. Because I understand, nigga, it's not necessary for me to cuss all the motherfucking time. Like, I don't have to cuss. Nigga, I cuss because I fucking want to cuss. I don't cuss because I have to. Like I was telling my stepmom. Like, nigga, I don't cuss because I have a limited vocabulary, nigga. I cuss because that's just how the fuck I talk. I enjoy cussing. I'm a grown ass fucking man, nigga. I waited like 22 years to be able to cuss, my nigga. So I'm using this shit, nigga. I couldn't cuss when I'm a kid. Now as a grown ass motherfucking man, I'm using my fucking United States ability as an adult to say what the fuck I want to say. And that's the fucking thing, nigga. I just like cussing. It makes my fucking sentences sound better, my nigga. It's like seasoning to the words that I'm saying and shit. Like, just think about it, my nigga. Like, when you're telling a person to be quiet, you could say shut up in a million different languages without profanity, and it don't sound the same as shut the fuck up. Nigga, shut the fuck up gets results. Profanity gets results, my nigga. When you having sex, profanity gets results, nigga. Like, nigga, you can't be like, whose vagina is this? Whose vagina is this? You can't be like, stroke me harder. Fuck me, nigga. Like, you gotta have some profanity in that motherfucker. That goes to perception, my nigga. Profanity is a valuable fucking tool in anything, my nigga, in how you're viewed. Because I'm not always saying that, your perception has to be something positive and classy and pretty. Because sometimes, nigga, your perception has to be something negative. Like I tell motherfuckers just about me personally, my nigga, like the way that I get down as far as my presentation, my personal presentation. Like, nigga, I don't present myself like the type of nigga that you just gonna talk shit to. I carry myself with respect. I carry myself respectfully. But I also carry myself like a motherfucker that won't tolerate disrespect. I carry myself like the type of motherfucker you just not finna talk to any old type of way. I'm not the type of motherfucker whose shoes you gonna step on and not apologize. Like, I don't carry myself like no bitch ass nigga. And that's the fucking thing, my nigga. Like, us as black people, we are masters of this shit. Niggas is the masters of looking tough. Whether we may or may not be tough, niggas is good as a motherfucker at looking tough. We'll look tough like a motherfucker. We sound tough like a motherfucker. A lot of niggas be straight up bitches, straight hoes, straight soft, nigga. Butter soft. But we carry ourselves like we the toughest nigga in the world. And it's a powerful thing. It's a valuable thing, my nigga. Like I said, with leverage, my nigga, a lot of times you'll get out of conflict because you look like that nigga that don't take no shit. You look like that nigga that know how to throw them motherfucking hands. You look like that type of nigga. So a motherfucker not even gonna try you because they feel like, nigga, you might put them fucking paws on their ass, my nigga, and they, nah, I ain't gonna fuck with that nigga because that nigga look like he got them things on him. And that's the fucking thing, my nigga. That's the fucking value of perception, nigga. That's the value of how you fucking carry yourself, my nigga. I be telling motherfuckers just in general, like, niggas know, I ain't that nigga to beef with, dog. I'm not that nigga niggas just gonna be fucking talking to any old type of way. Cause niggas know, my nigga, I ain't the motherfucking one. And another part of this shit, nigga, and that's what I'ma fucking close this bitch with, dog. Nigga, a lot of how you are viewed is based on who you fucking surround yourself with. Like I tell women, my nigga, something I've been saying since I was in fucking high school, my nigga. Hoes of a feather fuck around together. If you kick it with 6 hoes, you a hoe. I don't give a fuck how you a virgin and how you been celibate and you in a relationship and all that shit, nigga. If you run with 6 hoes every day, all the time, every time you go out, it's with some hoes. Every time you kicking it, it's with some hoes. All your close homegirls and relatives is some hoes. As far as the world concerned, you a hoe too. Like, it's all about who you hang out with. Like they say, nigga, you hang with 4 broke niggas, you gonna be number 5. And that goes for reality and perception, my nigga. Whoever you kick it with is how you gonna get judged, my nigga. No matter how the fuck you are, no matter what your actual character is, it's very hard to judge you as anything other than the people who you surround yourself with closely, my nigga. Like, you learn this shit when you little. Like, your mama don't want you hanging out with badass Kevin, cause she know Kevin gonna get your ass in trouble. Nigga, whether or not you doing whatever the fuck Kevin doing, you gonna get in trouble cause you always with Kevin. So they gonna assume you and Kevin is the same type of kid. Oh, you that little bad motherfucker be walking around with Kevin. I don't give a fuck if you on the honor roll, you got fucking straight A's, you a Boy Scout. Nigga, you help old ladies across the street with they fucking groceries and some more shit. If you hang with badass Kevin, you a badass kid just like Kevin. Nigga, that same shit carries on into adulthood, my nigga. You are judged by the motherfuckers you carry yourself with. Like, nigga, I remember being at work and a bunch of my homies came to work. Them niggas looked at me a completely different way when they seen my friends come to work. And I told them, what the fuck y'all niggas doing at my job? Like, nigga, one of my homeboys, nigga, Cornbread, rest in peace. I swear to God, nigga, this motherfucker showed up to my fucking job, nigga. I was a school bus driver, mind you, nigga. I drove school buses back in the day, nigga. I'm at the school bus yard, nigga. Him, the homie Blue Rag, and the homie Pie Face, nigga. All them niggas showed up to the job. Cornbread got on a tan khaki suit with a blue rag hanging out his left back pocket, blue rag wrapped around his wrist, and a blue rag coming out of his motherfucking Yankee baseball cap, my nigga. I'm like, what the fuck is y'all niggas doing at my job looking like this? Cause everybody's like, oh my God, who are those people? who brought these gang members here? Oh my God. Like they thought somebody was finna fight. Them motherfuckers just came up there to say what's up to me because they knew where I worked at. But nigga, I'm telling you, nigga, my coworkers immediately was like, nigga, you know what? At first we kind of thought you was a gangbanger, but now we know for a fact you a motherfucking gangbanger. Cause those niggas right there, those are gangbangers. And the thing is, nigga, he was the softest nigga out of everybody, nigga. Rest in peace to my nigga Cornbread. But Cornbread wasn't the toughest motherfucker in the world. You know, and that's the fucking thing, nigga. It was the perception. He looked tough than a motherfucker. So that's the reason everybody looked at him like he was the toughest nigga in the fucking group, because he looked tough. You know, and that's the fucking thing about perception. But again, everybody judged me based off of who my circle was. Everybody judged me based off of who I'm cool with. You know, and this goes into interpersonal relationships and friendships as well. It's a lot of motherfuckers that don't fuck with you because you fuck with somebody else. You know, like in gang banging, my nigga. Like, nigga, if you hang with a snitch, you a snitch by association, my nigga. We not fucking with niggas who fuck with snitches. Nigga, all that, oh, cuz ain't finna snitch on me. Oh, that's my... Nigga, I don't give a fuck. And everybody who know me in real life, who like really know me, like who know me personally, my nigga, niggas know it's niggas who I don't fuck with because of niggas who they fuck with. And some of these niggas is related to them. Like, nigga, I don't give a fuck, my nigga. If your cousin slime and you kick it with your cousin, I don't fuck with you because you kick it with your cousin, nigga, family or not. Like, nigga, even motherfuckers that's in my family, my nigga, like, nigga, if I'm related to a motherfucking child molester, I'm not fucking with that motherfucker. If I'm related to a snitch, I'm not fucking with that motherfucker, my nigga. Nigga, character is thicker than blood, my nigga. Like, fuck the bullshit, my nigga. You know, and this is something that, you know, another conversation that we need to have in the fucking black community, which, you know, motherfuckers be sweeping that shit under the rug. But like, motherfuckers molesting motherfuckers in their family. Motherfuckers with that dirty ass uncle that they should have killed years ago. You know, like, I don't know if it's as prevalent now as it was back in the day, but you know, a lot of our families got some molesters in them motherfuckers. You know, like a lot of us got an auntie that got a story about how she was molested by one of her uncles in the family, and that motherfucker's still around. Like me, nigga, I pray to God I don't ever find no shit like that in my family, my nigga. Cause it ain't no way in hell I'm letting that shit slide. But like, that's a fucking thing, my nigga. Like, it ain't about, oh, that's my cousin, that's my brother, that's my nephew, that's a snitch, my nigga. You know, because as much as a motherfucking family, nigga, family out here molesting each other. Family out here snitching on each other. Family out here motherfucking killing each other. Niggas killing their wife. Motherfucking brothers killing their brother. Cousins killing their cousin over a bitch. Over some money. Over a lick. Nigga, brothers is killing each other over shit like that, my nigga. So it ain't about, oh, I'ma kick it with this snitch ass nigga cause he my motherfucking relative. Fuck all that, my nigga. You know, and like I said, nigga, I really judge motherfuckers based on who the fuck they kick it with, my nigga. Like Frocast said, aunties be praying on their nephews too, my nigga. Like I said, nigga, family can only take you so fucking far. And y'all niggas know, nigga, I believe in family first. But nigga, family first based on character, dog. Nigga, if your family got flawed character, my nigga, they gotta get cut the fuck off, my nigga. Ain't nobody above the fucking program, my nigga. Ain't nobody above the cut. Ain't nobody above fucking character, my nigga. That's bullshit. Like, nigga, I don't give a fuck who you are, nigga. If your character flawed, I ain't fucking with you, my nigga. Because I don't want to be associated with your motherfucking bullshit. Nigga, I had cousins I didn't kick it with, literally cousins, family members, my nigga. We was blood related. I didn't fuck with them niggas because they had flawed fucking character, nigga. I just don't do that shit. But, you know, like, just to put a bow on all this shit, dog. Nigga, just remember to stay on point because you never know who's watching. You never know who's looking. You never know who's fucking listening. You only get one chance to fucking make a first impression. So, nigga, always make sure that whatever you do, say, however you dress, however you roll, however you carry yourself, you making the best impression, my nigga, because your first impression could be your last. I'm gonna drop the mic on that shit. This has been your host, Uncle Dolemite, of the Too Much Game podcast, live from the sanctuary once again. If you would like to support us financially as Townhouse Media, I keep fucking that up. It's patreon.com/Townhouse Media. Town E House Media. Support both of the Townhouse Media podcasts. Sports for You podcast, if y'all watching on YouTube or Instagram, that's what's going on behind me with Mark, John Watson, and Nick motherfucking Freeze. You know, live Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific time, live on Facebook and YouTube. And if y'all niggas here, y'all niggas already know. Nigga, Sundays, Mondays, sometimes Saturdays, Too Much Game podcast. Nigga, recording these motherfuckers whenever the fuck I get around to it, because I got a busy ass schedule. Follow me on social media at Uncle Dolemite on Twitter and Instagram, or at Too Much Game Podcast on Instagram, Too Much Game Pod on Twitter. If you would like to support me financially, my nigga, cash at me, my nigga. At Uncle Dolemite, or $, or whatever. Buy some fucking merchandise, my nigga. Fucking Too Much Game Podcast.store. I need to start saying that shit during the show, because I really want you niggas to buy my merch, dog. I got merchandise, nigga. Buy some shit. Post that shit, nigga. I'll post you. I shot you out, motherfucker. Buy some merch. But yeah, nigga, I guess that's it. I ain't here to help you get bitches. I'm here to help you get better. Too Much Game.